gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnover. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Holding offense.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, Kamara try the right side. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 96 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now Aldridge to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get it next time out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Aldridge. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
He completes it to Tate. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 18. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and it will be Falcon football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, and they'll start with Allgeier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Allgeier again on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3rd down, here's Allgeier. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Throwing to start the drive. Aldridge. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's Aldridge, looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So out come the Falcons now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's into the hands of Edwards. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
Check, pink. Blue, check.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Aldridge. Eluding the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. A give to Kamara running right. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Aldridge drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Back to throw. Aldridge. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. On tape from 3 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a lead down to 3 at 13-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. A very solid gain of 27. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game charts.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Edwards. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Back to throw again. He completes it to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run here with Algier. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Algier. And this time he is in. Yes. Tyler Algier hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Ready.
Aldridge on 1st and 10. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Aldridge. The pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Dancing to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's Edwards again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Saints in a hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Aldridge. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go.
They run. It's Kamara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, place.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard, 1:08 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Aldridge to throw. Throwing on first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Aldridge completes this to Jefferson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Ready.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
On the double.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field.
Yeah. Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried because it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest. We don't care who the best. Don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath. I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga. Put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up. Call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder. Some call it polar. You don't wanna box me. I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky. Leave him floppy. Face naughty. Talking all aki. Think he big poppy. Then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious. You're too sloppy. Cheap copy. I'm Rocky. Leave his eyes all glossy. But in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Falcons and the Niners on Sunday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Operating from the gun, Sheffield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On the counter, here's Algier. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 15 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Sheffield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
They'll run for it with Algier. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sheffield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Starting the drive with Algier. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been able to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
But Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal?
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Sheffield. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Here's Algier again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Sheffield. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sheffield. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down about the 33.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, 33 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And here now come the Falcons.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with a road victory. Josh Jacobs, 4 touchdown runs. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense.
And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Algier again on second down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Algier with another carry. They'll get this to about the 38.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Algier will try to pick it up, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
To throw on 2nd down. Sheffield, middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt. The 40 now making their way out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. Back now here in Santa Clara. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with Algier. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Algier now up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the give, it's Algier. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Sheffield to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Looking to throw. Sheffield. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Flush to his right. Nice little juke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. James Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Falcons ready to take over.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Algier with it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she brought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and... Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Randolph forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Check right. Ready.
They'll go again here with Akers. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Randolph. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Gardner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. carries, 75 yards.
And that's a solid showing from him last week. Didn't go to the roof for all of these numbers. He certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
To throw on third down, Randolph. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Back to throw. Randolph. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's Edwards again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Randolph. This one caught by Davis. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Ready. Ready. Go. Ready.
Back to throw. Randolph. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready. Blue check. Miss red.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. Looking to throw. Randolph. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, now forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Akers will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
They seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bryan Edwards in this offense, helmets on and ready to go again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first and 10, it's Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 6. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Randolph. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect
not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go and second down. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Randolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw on second down. Randolph. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense set to go once more. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the counter, here's Algier. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Algier with another carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second, here's Algier. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Back to throw. Randolph. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph completes it to Davis. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. They'll run here with Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready.
At their own 15.
Gives it to Algier to start things off.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll stick with Algier.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Algier now up the middle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On the give, it's Algier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Illegal forward pass.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Randolph. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Randolph throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 40.
Here we go. 52.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down. Randolph. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Oh, nice move.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
On the give, this is Akers.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Randolph. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
So now Ritter and the Falcons
Down 24-14. 70 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
London hauls this one in.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to